So many choices in the makeup aisle, and it's not just about finding the right shade. Chemicals in our makeup, skincare, and other beauty products can have an impact on our bodies. Joining us live now is Janet Noodleman from the Campaign for Safe Cosmetics, a group working to clean up those ingredients. Janet, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
How
It's
did your
nice
group,
to be here.
really nice to have you. How did your group start?
Well, we started exactly 20 years as of yesterday in response to a directive issued by the European Union. The EU decided to ban 1,100 chemicals from beauty and personal care products, and a group of activists working on trying to get chemicals better regulated here in the United States took a look around to see how cosmetics were regulated by the FDA and discovered that we were only banning 11 chemicals out of the 10,000 ingredients used in cosmetics here, and got really concerned and decided to launch a campaign to do something about the problem.
So you've been doing a lot of advocacy, and I think you've had some successes. But right now, what are you most concerned with? Which harmful chemicals are still not banned, yet are common in the makeup that we buy?
Well, there's a lot of chemicals. As I said, really one of the starkest contrasts is in the 20 years that have passed since the Campaign for Safe Cosmetics has been around. The EU has doubled the number of chemicals that they've banned. Again, 20 years ago, they started by banning 1,100 chemicals from cosmetics, and today they've now banned 2,400, and the FDA has only added two additional chemicals to the list that have been banned here in the US. You're looking at our chemicals glossary of concern that consumers can find by going to safecosmetics.org. There you'll see chemicals that are used to preserve cosmetics, for example, parabens.
Mhm.
Consumers can find those on ingredient labels. If they look for ingredients like ethyl paraben, propylparaben, methylparaben, these are endocrine disrupting compounds. They're hormonally active. They're linked to early puberty in girls. Other chemicals we're concerned about are formaldehyde releasing preservatives. Like parabens, they also preserve a product. They show up on labels with words like DMDM hydantoin and also quaternium 15. They result in sensitization and allergic reactions and also can cause cancer. Talc is a real problematic ingredient that shows up in mineral makeup and also in talc-based baby powder. Consumers have heard a lot about this ingredient because it can be contaminated with asbestos, if you can believe it. And then lastly, I want to tell you about this one word, which is a real cause for concern, and that word is fragrance. It shows up on a product label, that one word, either fragrance or parfum, and it can hide anywhere between a dozen to 100 ingredients, some of which can be linked to hormone disruption, cancer, birth defects, reproductive harm, asthma, learning disabilities, and the list goes on and on.
Well, Janet, obviously, if Europe is able to ban them, I know they have makeup. So certainly the companies there have found a different way to still make those products in a way that is still satisfactory, because I think their models look pretty good in pictures too. So,
Right.
right. So I think people will have to learn more about that by going to your website. But real quickly, is your advice for people to always read the ingredients or labels? That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, well, to become smarter shoppers, read labels. There's apps that consumers can find. We recommend Clearya. It's Clerya. They have a web extension so that when consumers are shopping online, a little window pops up
All
and
right.
will tell them about chemicals of concern. But
All
also,
right.
you can take a picture of a product label and get that same window, and it will advise consumers about the products in their own makeup bag that have
Great.
chemicals.
Great information. Janet Noodleman, thank you so much from the Campaign for Safe Cosmetics. Really appreciate it.